Congratulations to the Gold Helmet winners. That's great job. Jack and John, great article on Paul Gorham. I had the opportunity to coach with Paul down at Brown, actually, and if anybody in here knows Paul, he's a phenomenal guy, and anything we can do for him, he greatly deserves, because everything he's given back to the people around him. I was a young coach at the time, and he was always there with mentoring, advice, and everything like that. So just want you to know, Paul, our thoughts and prayers are with you every single day. I know it's a hard battle, but a tough guy like Paul will be able to pull through this. So I do want that, and I appreciate that, Jack, because he's a great man. We had an interesting game this past weekend. Came out of it. We really battled all afternoon, and when I looked at some things at the end of the game, defensively we had the AIC was 3 of 13 on third down. We won the time of possession. We had 4 3-and-outs against them, and honestly, it's been a tough early part of the season here. We graduated probably 2 of the best defensive players in the history of the Northeast 10 Conference, and Sean Loizo, who is a free agent with the Texans, and Tony Johnson, who was a free agent with the Ravens. So I never really knew where we were going to be at defensively. We went into the AIC game, and our only returning all-conference defensive lineman was injured and out for the game. So we knew it was going to be a tough battle that way. But I just loved the way the kids fought. The kids from start to finish really battled. But I think we learned a hard lesson, which is, and I learned the lesson after 20 years of coaching, the only statistic that matters is the score. And, so you throw all the other statistics out, what matters is getting in the end zone and scoring more points than your opponent. And AIC was able to do that against us. But I really love the attitude of our guys. We're really starting to form an identity of playing hard every week and putting everything we have into it. And if we continue to do that, this football team is really going to come around, and we're going to really have a terrific year going forward. You start out the season with the 2 preseason favorites in New Haven and AIC. You're going to be up against it with all the players we had lost, and I really love the direction we're going in right now. And that's a weird statement, based on where we're at, but I know this football team, and I know the identity they're starting to create, and it's just going to only get better and better. It was interesting for me. I've coached quarterbacks now for 9 years, and I had the trainer call me in on Sunday and tell me from now on we got to put our quarterback on a pitch count. So after our quarterback went 51 for 80, which someone asked me after the game, do you know how many times he threw the ball? And I had no idea. I said, I don't know, 60, 65. They said 80. So that was interesting. But Joe Clancy has really stepped up, threw for 536 yards, 3 touchdowns, ran in a touchdown. Just had a phenomenal game. His command of our offense right now is just, for a first-year starter on his 3rd game, it's just ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. His development. It's always interesting when you have a quarterback who sits behind. He's really battled hard for the last 3 years. He sat behind a really great player. But I think you look at these NFL quarterbacks that have time to really learn and study under guys, and that's what Joe's done. And he did that the last 3 years, and he's having a terrific year right now. I mean, he's one of the tops in the country in every statistical category. He's thrown for 1,200 yards already in 3 games, and he's just doing a tremendous job. And he's getting a lot of help. We had 9 different receivers catch passes on Saturday, led by our All-American candidate and All-American returner Isaiah Bagley, who had 9 catches for 170 yards and a touchdown. And that was often with double coverage on him. But the other guys are stepping up. Steve Serwan had 12 catches. Zach Ingles had 7 catches. You know, so we just have some guys really stepping up around him, and if we continue to do that, we're going to be able to, you know, really, you know, create some noise here going forward. You know, and again, defensively, it was great to see Artis Holt, you know, you don't want a corner leading you in tackles, but, you know, led us in tackles, had 4 pass breakups, you know, just had a tremendous week again. So, you know, we're going into another, you know, you're going from the fryer into, you know, from the frying pan into the fryer this week. We got Southern Connecticut, who's a very good football team, and, you know, we're in the Northeast 10 Conference. We got to come out and play. You know, I just think that if we stick to the game plan of understanding that we need to execute, and each snap, you know, really keep the focus on this snap, whether it's in special teams, offense, defense, whatever it is, we keep our focus on this, we're going to be a very good football team, and this Saturday is going to be a very good football game. So, thank you very much.